is Alex Tunisi. I was born in Puerto Rico. My father brought us over for a better life here in the U.S. I graduated from Lakewood High School. I turned 18 and I had my first son. It was very difficult to have a kid at the age that I had a kid. My parents would have to get me food. I had to get through food stamps to get the food that I had to provide for my son. My father had got an email. He told me to go check out the Goodwill place.
Gulfstream Goodwill Transition to Life Academy is a public charter school that is available to students that have primarily graduated with a special diploma. So our primary goal is that when they leave us, they have competitive employment in the community. I started school, started a culinary program. They gave me my food and safety certification while I was there. Before I even got to the school, I was struggling, trying to make it. Alex told us that he really needed to get gainful employment to support his young family. We started working with him and got him a job working in the deli, and he was doing really well there. The problem was he was just part-time, and to support his family, he needed full-time employment. So he asked our employment consultant again to help him obtain employment.
She told me about the Boca Raton Resort. I went to her office so that she can print out the application so that I can sign it so that she could fax it over. That same night they called me to come in the next morning. I've been here and this job treats me good, pay me well over enough money, and I get well over enough hours because they care. I plan to get married. It's a big wedding. It's something that neither of the sides of our families have experienced. I didn't get that path until Goodwill came into the picture. Instead of just at today, I was able to look into the future. And that's the one thing the school gave everybody. And they wasn't putting anyone aside. They wasn't looking at you if you were with disabilities or whatnot. They looked at you as a person. My goal is within a year to try to be a manager. If it wasn't for Goodwill, then I wouldn't be able to work. And who knows where I would be.
Louise started in adult day training at Goodwill in 2005. Adult day training is a program to help facilitate adults who have various disabilities. They can work on the production floor, they can attend classes. Louise is very high functioning. However, she does need supports because there's the issue of her reading skills being extremely limited. Her skills to handle a checking account and budget, those kinds of abstract reasoning skills that someone might need to be successful independently and not get in trouble. Louise never really had a home life. When she was a baby, she was undernourished. Her mom was not able to care for her. She went into a foster care program. So she was pretty much shuffled around. We were able to work with her on learning how to understand some of those issues, things that have haunted her in the past, and give her some opportunities for success. She kept telling the case managers that she wanted to work, and Louise started helping out in the janitorial department in 2009. Many of the challenges that Louise faced were not the fact that she couldn't do the work. She could physically do the work, and she understood it. Was her anger issues and her frustration levels. So a lot of that was controlling her ability to take supervision and instructions from somebody and not get defensive and not take it personally.
Ready?
A job opening came up for a weekend dishwasher. And I was thinking maybe we could try Louise out.
I wash dishes. I do pans and silverware, stuff like that. Just cleaning up, you know. And after I can finish doing cleaning up, I'll just clean up behind this thing here. Behind here, yeah, I clean up and sweep the floor. It's just a little, hard, but I'm coming on with it. I'm coming on with it.
The biggest milestone is Louise living in this apartment independently. The fact that she's working 32 hours a week. She's able to pay her rent. She's been able to buy herself a new TV set, and she feels good about the future.
Yes, it makes me feel good. It made me feel wonderful. I could do it by myself. I could do it to myself, you know. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing around here?
You keep working with them and encouraging them and giving them a support system that they know they can fall back on. You can affect and change someone's life in an amazing way.
Yeah, they proud of me, and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself, because I'm strong, you know, I can do it by myself.
Since the age of 18, I started using crack cocaine. I stole from my family, I stole from my son. I was out there on the streets and getting arrested and going to jail and getting into fights. My life was a living hell.
Sonya started out her life, unfortunately, in a bad situation. Her mother was abusive and had an abusive boyfriend that extended to Sonya. She never felt like she fit in. So she had the teenager, when most girls are thinking about cute boys and stuff, she was already addicted to drugs, and she lived that lifestyle for 30 years. And in those 30 years, she was in abusive relationships with men. She had a child by one. She was just kind of running the streets wherever she could lay her head. A friend of hers actually told her about treatment center, and she decided to give it a try. Sonya was referred to us from treatment center for women, and when she was ready to graduate from there, she would have had no other place to go. She comes to Goodwill Project Succeed. Goodwill's Project Succeed is a permanent residential housing for persons that are homeless but that have been diagnosed with a disability. We bring them in and set them all up in an apartment that's fully furnished, everything she would need to get her started. She just basically came here with the clothes on her back.
This is my apartment. This is my bedroom. I have AC, I have heat, I have food, I have paper towels, I have toilet tissue. I have toilet tissue. I would have sold all of these. They've done a lot for me. They gave me a place to stay, and they had everything else furnished. If I needed food, they was gonna buy me food. They had pots and pans here. They had blankets and everything. They had everything already in place when I came. Goodwill has saved my life, because I would still probably be out there on the streets and tricking and being homeless.
One of the priorities of the program is to get employment. We have the employment consultants here that actually help with the job search on the internet, help with filling out applications, do mock interviews with them. We provide them with interview clothing.
She's trying to help me get back into the groove of being an adult in order to start paying back my bills or people that I owe. So it's helping me be more responsible, more independent.
She actually was working temporarily at the Jerome Golden Center for the mental health, and she did impress them so much with her training period that they offered her full-time work. And she also went and applied at Detox Center, and she works with the teenagers that are going through that difficult stage of coming off the drugs.
I have a 9-year-old grandson now, so I don't want him to see me like that, or I don't want him to see that, you know?
She had remained clean and sober since she's been here. She's taken great strides. She's gotten employment. She's paid off her traffic fines, and she did it all on her own. You know, basically the staff here just kind of guides her in the right resource direction. It's so cool to see, you know, the ladies and the gentlemen here, they start walking with their head up a little higher, you know, happening when they accomplish these things. You know, just give you that one more reason to never go back.